The purpose of this video is to review my new Swift 16 railcars that were made in Wales and to show you how I decorated them. After putting the railcars together, which was not difficult, I noticed that the resin kind of almost looked weathered on its own a little bit. Add to some of the bolts and whatnot some rust, some other kind of weathering here and there. Put War Department on there, spray everything with a dull coat, and I think that's it. This one is from the small wagons. This one's from the large wagons. Now the interesting thing is the height difference. So what I did was I cut that slot there, drilled a hole down through there and put the nail. In the end, I kept it simple and only used this dirt and rust texture. And this is what it's all about. It's about running your trains outdoors and having a good time. The resin is very high quality. The castings are great quality. I had no issues with them whatsoever. They're made with as little parts as possible. So for instance, this is not a separate door piece. That is a separate brass piece you had to bend to put there and stuff. Very simple to put together, very awesome. I have them set up to run on the narrow gauge 32mm track in there, but you can get them to run on the broader 45mm gauge. I might actually get an extra set of wheels. I didn't glue any of the axles in, so I could easily switch them out. There's a link to Swift 16's website in the description under this video. The pros: easy to build, very, very, very simple. There's only a little bit of flash to remove here and there. The instructions were clear. You know, these are excellent rail cars. The cons: I wouldn't mind if the door was a separate piece so that I could model it, you know, being slightly open and put a figure in there. I might just very carefully cut the door out at some point in the future and do just that. A mistake I believe I made was that the frames are designed so that you can carefully cut out the clear plastic window bits and put them in the frame, but I decided, yeah, you know, I'm just going to do it quickly, and glued the whole big piece on the inside and didn't do that. And you know what? I look at it now and I think it would have looked better if I followed the actual directions. I used the base resin color as the base coat. Rob at Swift 16 did tell me that sometimes they come out slightly different shades, so don't expect to buy them and necessarily they'll be the right color gray. But in my case, it just happened to turn out really well. I know, my locomotive and these rail cars are not prototypical to actual War Department rail cars, but this is my hobby and I'm having fun. As usual, when I run my trains like this, I'm including some Cobi of Poland's World War I brick models. These are Lego compatible and they're super awesome, great quality kits.
Terry, you need to stop talking now. We have a train to schedule.
You're right, of course, Keith. I see that the local friar is an avid train watcher.
It's about time we got some new rail cars around here.
I agree, Dan.
Stephen, I hear that Terry really likes his Swift 16 rail cars.
Yes, Alison. He's mentioned that to me. He says that they're really good quality.
Well, Marge, it's a chilly morning out here this morning, a chilly morning. Oh, yes indeed, Henry, yes indeed, and thank goodness we have a nice warm pot of tea. And as usual, the train watching is not too bad either, not too bad.
It's not time to throw the ball now, because we're in World War I. Yeah. Lord Michael's pleased, and, well, we got to keep him happy. I love the spoked wheel action. I'm out of fuel. I'm going to consider this a success. These rail cars are awesome. I think these glass-filled nylon wheels are going to hold up very well.